Iran, a land as old as civilization itself, yet as untouchable as the highest mountain. For over 2,500 years, empires have risen, fallen, and vanished from history. But Iran still stands, undefeated, unconquered, defiant. In a world filled with superpowers, nuclear threats, and precision airstrikes, the question must be asked: why has no one ever dared to invade Iran? And why would anyone who tried pay the ultimate price? Because Iran is not just a nation, it is a fortress, a trap, a war machine wrapped in terrain, strategy, and centuries of survival. Let's begin where every war begins, with the land. Iran spans over 1.6 million square kilometers. That's 4 times the size of Germany, bigger than France, Spain, and the UK combined. But size is not its only weapon. Iran is surrounded by 7 countries: Iraq, Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. To the north lies the Caspian Sea. To the south, the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. These waters feed into a narrow choke point, the Strait of Hormuz. This tiny strait is the heartbeat of the global oil trade. Every single day, nearly 21 million barrels of oil pass through this corridor. That's 20% of the world's entire supply. Iran controls it. If war ever broke out, Iran wouldn't need to fire missiles. It would just close the strait, and the global economy would bleed. But geography is only the beginning. Look west and you'll find the Zagros Mountains, stretching more than 1,600 kilometers. They form a natural wall that has shielded Iran for millennia. In 1980, Saddam Hussein, with support from Saudi Arabia, the Gulf states, and the West, tried to cross that wall. He believed Iran was weak. The Shah had just fallen. The Islamic Revolution had thrown the country into chaos. But what he met was not a nation in disarray. It was a people united by faith, fury, and fire. For 8 long years, Saddam's army fought in the swamps of Khuzestan, the mountains of Kurdistan, and the deserts near Avas. 500,000 died. Millions more were wounded. But Iran never broke. The land didn't let them win. The Zagros Mountains are just one barrier. To the north lie the Alborz Mountains, snow-covered, steep, impassable. To the southeast, the Dashti Alut, a desert so fierce it holds the record for the hottest surface temperature on Earth, 70.7 degrees Celsius. No army marches through fire. So let's say somehow you make it past the geography. You survive the mountains, brave the deserts, dodge the heat, and land troops in Iranian soil. Now comes the real war, because Iran's most dangerous weapon is not a missile. It's not a tank. It's an idea. In 1979, everything changed. When the Islamic Revolution toppled the Shah, Iran broke free from U.S. control. It expelled Western influence. It declared itself the center of a new Islamic resistance, and it started building something terrifying, a network, not of allies, not of friends, but of proxy warriors, loyal, hidden, and ready to strike. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, the Houthis in Yemen, Kataib Hezbollah in Iraq, the Fatemiyun division in Syria. They don't wear the Iranian flag, but they fight for Iran's cause. They're not just fighters. They are Iran's long arm, reaching into Israel, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, and even the Red Sea. Any attack on Iran means war everywhere. And that's not theory. That's history. In 2023, as Israel battled in Gaza, Hezbollah launched hundreds of rockets from Lebanon. Iran-backed militias attacked U.S. bases in Syria and Iraq. Houthi rebels began striking global shipping in the Red Sea. Iran didn't fire a shot, but its enemies bled. That's the power of the axis of resistance. And the next part of the nightmare? Drones. Iran's drone program has become one of the most feared in the world. Its Shahed drones, deadly, cheap, and silent, are changing warfare forever. They cost just $20,000, yet they're being used by Russia and Ukraine, by Houthis in the Red Sea, and by militias in Iraq. They swarm targets in dozens. NATO and Israel spend over $1 million per missile just to shoot down one. The economics of war now favor Iran, and while the world scrambles to catch up, Iran keeps building, faster, cheaper, and smarter. But Iran doesn't just stop at drones. It has built the largest missile arsenal in the Middle East. Hundreds, even thousands, of ballistic and cruise missiles, some capable of flying over 2,000 kilometers. That means Tel Aviv, Riyadh, Amman, Baghdad, and U.S. bases across the Gulf are all within range. And if the West ever strikes Tehran, Iran won't respond in one location. It will rain missiles in 5 countries simultaneously. Oil fields will burn, ports will shut down, cities will go dark, and the world will shiver. Now, there's one more shadow over this battlefield: the nuclear threat. For years, experts have debated how close Iran is to a nuclear weapon. Estimates vary, but one thing is clear: if Iran decides, it could enrich enough uranium in just 3 weeks. Israel knows this. That's why it has already assassinated Iran's top nuclear scientists in broad daylight in the heart of Tehran. But every time they do, Iran responds by going deeper underground, building more centrifuges, enriching more uranium. This is the paradox. The more Iran is attacked, the closer it moves to the bomb. And the moment Iran goes nuclear, the era of invasions will end permanently. But Iran is not alone. It is moving east, forming new alliances with Russia, China, North Korea, and even Venezuela. In 2023, Iran joined the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS Plus. Its weapons flow east. Its oil moves silently through barter and cryptic deals. And as U.S. forces spread across Europe and Asia, Iran strengthens its back. And so, we ask again, why has no one invaded Iran? Because the moment you step on Iranian soil, mountains fight you, deserts burn you, proxies surround you, missiles fall from the sky, the oil market collapses, and the world begins to break. That is the true cost of war with Iran, not just in lives, but in economies, in alliances, in empires, and perhaps in history itself.
History connects us all. What's your view on this event topic? Comment your thoughts below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting facts.